But America's interest is sometimes going to be distinct. Like sometimes we're going to have overlapping interests, and sometimes we're going to have distinct interests. And our interest, I think, very much is in not going to war with Iran. Right. It would be a huge distraction of resources. It would be massively expensive to our country.
That was JD Vance. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Let's just dive right into this one. That was JD Vance in 2024 presidential election year when he said all of that. This was why MAGA, the movement of MAGA, still carried on to 2024. You know where MAGA has been on no new war. For this new war to happen right now under this administration, MAGAs are pissed. And they ain't stopping, and they are not keeping quiet.
Fuck Marco Rubio. Fuck Tulsi Gabbard. Donald Trump has made his bed. Like, this really is it. This game where there's Tucker Carlson and there's the majority of his base and there's Candace Owens and Megyn Kelly and, you know, whatever. Donald Trump chose Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham and Benjamin Netanyahu, the most discredited, evil laughingstocks on the planet. That's who he chose to go all in with. So he's made his bed. Let him sleep in it. I hope the Republicans lose the midterms this year. They need to. For the country, they need to be and no one from this administration can be supported in 28. Fuck JD Vance. Fuck Marco Rubio. Fuck Tulsi Gabbard. Fucking, she hasn't resigned yet? Fuck Tulsi Gabbard. Dude, the goddamn no war with Iran shirts that she was selling. How much money you make off those shirts, Tulsi? How can you not return that money?
I know that it is getting serious when MAGA coming out and say, no, my dear, we didn't vote for these. We know we have a lot of people being on the record that they've been coming out, that they didn't vote for this administration, and they've been pointing fingers towards MAGA voted for these, Republicans voted for these. But when we now have MAGAs coming out saying, no, we know what we voted for. We were promised one thing and another thing has been delivered. And this one, they are not taking it. That's when I know that it is getting serious. Y'all heard what he said. They are encouraging their fellow MAGAs. They are encouraging Republicans to vote Democrat or not to even come out to vote at all. And we know that midterm election is coming. It's very close, very close. And right now, the Republicans should just be shaken. Because if these allies, you know it, if these allies are delivered, then votes that encourage people, young voters, to come out, that energize them, you know what I mean, that talk to them to come out to vote, and the allies are coming out and say, not this time, 2026, and even not 2028.
With some exceptions, were never Trumpers in 2016. Shapiro didn't vote for Trump in 2016. Mark Levin was critical of Trump in 2016. Where were these people when the movement was actually born, when those pillars were in place? Now all of those people are in the center. The movement is something else now. And what we need in 2028, this is our last chance, we need in 2026 for this administration to be shut the fuck down.
Give it to Nick. Y'all just gotta give it to Nick. Whether you agree with Nick or not, whether you agree with his political views or not, he is right on this one. When MAGAs were MAGAs, the die-hard fan of MAGAs, ain't nobody believed in MAGAs when the movement started. Yeah, well, we remember J.D. Vance, that he is now the vice president. We remember him. He was never a MAGA. He said it. He was never a MAGA. Now he is benefiting from MAGAs. So that's what I said. Y'all should give it a name. Now that J.D. Vance want to come in 2020, hey, he didn't say he want to come, but we can see the handwriting that he want to be one of the candidates for 2028. Yeah, well, if they are pissing up the MAGAs, I don't know how they are going to get there. How they are going to get there, we shall see it. Because just like I told you, get your popcorn ready for 2026 midterm election and 2020. Hey, because MAGA's about to show that they are the real MAGAs. Every other MAGAs that want to claim to be MAGAs have to. The real MAGAs about it's gonna be a challenge. It's just gonna be a challenge between the old MAGAs and the new MAGAs. If you feel me, yo, we got more. They are speaking.
Out there for Donald Trump when the rest of the neocons, by the way, that are just cheering him on now, had abandoned him and were trying to beat him in a primary and stop him from being president again. I was out there on the front lines for Make America Great Again. And Make America Great Again was supposed to be America first, not Israel first, not any foreign country first, not any foreign people first, but the American people first in our problems. And God bless the Iranian people. I hope to God that they can have a government that is for them and that treats women fairly. But what we have seen happen right now is we have seen over 100 little girls killed at a school from a bomb. And I don't know whose bomb it was, but they're dead today because America and Israel attacked Iran. So that's not really good for Iranian women. And our president is saying that the Iranian people are all of a sudden going to topple their regime. Well, I don't think the Iranian people are going to be toppling their regime when they're getting blown apart by the United States and Israel in an unprovoked attack. And yes, it was unprovoked. And Pete Hegseth said this morning, Megan, he said that we didn't start this war. But I hate to argue with the Secretary of the Department of War. America and Israel definitely started this war, and you can't lie that away to the American people. And so, you know how I feel right now? I am irate. I am furious about this. We are nearly $40 trillion in debt. How much is this war going to cost us? We have seen enough of our American troops dead and murdered for foreign countries. And now we've had 4 dead and murdered, just like you said, for Israel and for the Iranian people, not for the American people. And I don't want to see any more dead and murdered. Our military is filled with some of the greatest people from our country. And God bless their families who are probably losing their minds right now, terrified that their son or daughter or their husband or wife or brother or sister may come home in a flag draped coffin. And then we have the president who, by the way, Megan, this really needs to be said. Donald Trump has said repeatedly on camera and in interviews, he doesn't think he's going to heaven. Well, I want to ask a question, a serious question. What is in his mind? What is his mental state? If he doesn't think he's going to heaven and he is a man towards the end, he's in the 4th quarter, he's towards the end of his life. How does that pan out for the rest of us when we have a president of the United States who doesn't think and is convinced he's not going to heaven? What does that mean his decision making is? He already said to the New York Post today that he doesn't care about the polling. He doesn't care about what the American people think, and he may put troops on the ground. He took this is going to be a few-day war, to now it's going to be maybe 4 weeks or more. I want to say, what is happening to the man that I supported, you supported, the man that denounced what happened in Iraq, the man that said no more foreign wars, no more regime change, promised it on the campaign. J.D. Vance promised it. Tulsi Gabbard promised it. All of them promised it. And we're a year in, and we're in another fucking war.
And I told you that 2026 midterm election here and 2020, hey, that y'all should get your popcorn ready because the MAGAs are pissed. The MAGAs are pissed, and we all really want to know where are the MAGAs going to come from. They ain't supporting this administration. Or let's say, are they going to come from supporting this administration? Now the midterm election in 2026, they're saying they ain't supporting this administration anymore. We want to see if they're going to go back to support, you know what I mean, in 2020. Hey, that's what I say, the back and forth. Y'all just get your popcorn ready. Y'all can see that they are pissed. At this point, they just cannot stomach what this administration is throwing at them. They don't want no new war. They just cannot. They don't want it. American force gotta be American force. They do not want no new war. And she is not the only one saying it. I've played your couple. And Nick still got more to say.
What does this administration do other than cover up the Epstein files, embezzle money through government contracts, and bring us to war for Israel? This administration needs to be shut down immediately. Do not vote in the midterms. And if you do, vote for Democrats. Fuck this. That is what the Republicans deliver. That is what our golden age looks like. The tariffs were refunded. The deportations were stopped down and withdrew the ICE from Minneapolis. What does this administration do other than embezzle money, go to war with Iran, and bury the Epstein files? Oh, and blackmail Harvard so they police anti-Semitism and ban people who criticize Israel from being in America. This administration needs to be shut down immediately. It has forfeited its mandate. They promise no new wars. They promise mass deportations in America first. And we're not getting any of it. So shut it.
We all know that J.D. Vance, the Vice President J.D. Vance, he is eyeing the 2028. He didn't say anything yet, but by the handwriting on the wall, we know he might be one of the candidates who will come out in 2028. Y'all know he was never a MAGA fan. He just become a MAGA. So he's a new MAGA. Now we are going to see the battle between the old MAGAs and the new ones. And I just think the new ones, they cannot do anything without the old ones. Because the old ones are the one that energize the voters. They're the one that speaks to it, the young voters. And without the young voters, no candidates can go anywhere, because the young voters, they always come out in drones. When they want to vote, they vote, and they listen to who is gonna listen to them. Y'all feel me? How do you guys see this? Go down there in the comment section how they're coming. I just think it's getting crazy. We don't know where this is going, but it's just getting crazy. I'm going to catch up with you guys in the next one. When we got updates, for sure, we bring you guys up to date with it. Until then, don't forget to subscribe and drop your comment. What's your thought on this?